Hey, good morning, folks. Welcome to A Cup of Joe on this Wednesday morning. My name is Joe Villafano. Abiel Jackson is next to me as usual, and Abiel Jackson.
Villafano man, what? What are you doing?
Villafano man.
Villafano man. Okay. What are we doing?
Today I was instructed by Chatelal Aparicio to dress in full
fitness gear.
Fitness gear.
Yes, I realize. And we're standing because, you know, he's in fitness gear.
He's
He's ready to pump. I can't do what he's doing right now, but he's ready to pump. That's all right. Okay.
So that's what the show is about today. So that's why I'm casually dressed in my fitness wear.
All right. So, well, I mean, we're not jumping ahead, but you can look out for some excitement inside of the Nestle Nutritional segment. But what is killing me, you can't see it, but he has on dress shoes to go with the outfit, which is beautiful.
Let's see if we can... Obviously, I didn't plan to go all the way, guys.
Always exciting here on A Cup of Joe. It is a wonderful wild card kind of Wednesday.
It is.
Let's not jump ahead too much.
You are having a busy week. Last couple of weeks.
I'm in show mode.
There's a show with ladies and hoes.
Some lovely ladies.
Ladies and hoes.
All right. Okay.
Clear this up for us, Abiel Jackson.
I don't know if we can get a little shot of this.
Which camera you want it on?
Which camera do you want me at? All right. Trinidad and Tobago, it's called Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Hoe.
Think like a hoe?
Think like a hoe. Now, I know, and there have been a couple of people who've been asking me over the last few weeks, why that name?
Yes, it's a bit of a raunchy name.
It is a raunchy name, but we have always been very kind of in your face, and we deal with issues head on, you know? But we do it with comedy, which is, in Trinidad and Tobago, one of the few ways you can actually get people to pay attention. So this is actually a show about breaking stereotypes. Many ladies, you know, we tend to be unkind to each other. And anytime a woman is very outspoken, she is in your face, people will call her aggressive, people will call her the B word. I mean, they call them witches, and they prosecuted them and persecuted them and killed them. And now we call them whores. You understand what I mean? Okay. So in a lot of ways, it's one of those shows where, as actors and our director and playwright, it's many sketches in comprising the piece. We've dealt with some of those issues about, you know, breaking free of those mental shackles. You know, it's not necessarily what you're called, it's what you decide you're going to answer to. Right. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much why it is.
It's on tomorrow night?
It is on tomorrow night, Central Bank Auditorium. We ready, we pumping, I don't know my lines.
Okay, that's one of the things I admire greatly about you is your ability to compartmentalize.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't know how you do it. Because I know over the last couple of weeks you've been working on Cup of Joe, producing Cup of Joe, as well as, and I know you're in the midst of that production. And you're still standing, and you seem to be all right. How many fingers do I have up?
Two. You know what? Honestly, compartmentalizing and multitasking is actually, it sounds weird, but it's a survival technique for me. I can't be in one place for too long because I have the tendency to overanalyze and
hence my superhero name for you, Action Jackson.
Sidekick of Villafana Man, superheroes of mid-morning TV.
Hey, lady,
so yes.
Can you please tell us what's coming up inside our cup today? It's good to see Kiss Sandwichology. Yeah.
All right, so first off, we share a cup with a very, very talented, very charming young man who is a musician. And he is so versatile. I don't think there's anything his voice can't do.
Serious?
His name is Neval Chatelal. You may have heard of him. I think you've heard of him. So yeah, you get to share some time with him this morning. I love musicians.
Yeah, he was, I think, the winner of the Digital Rising
Yes,
Stars.
he was. Yes, he was. A few years ago. That's when he really kind of shot into the limelight.
He did a video, I think it's a song, Wonders of...
With Marshall.
Yeah,
yes.
Wonders of the World.
Wonders of the World.
Wonders of the World. And, as I said, I'm looking forward to meeting him. Never had the opportunity to meet him up
He's a tiny chap.
Yeah.
Tiny chap, big personality, big voice. So that's going to be fun.
All right.
So it's Neval, it's Nestle with you and Chatelal.
Nutrition now, and I'm ready.
That's right, ready to go. And then it's Wildcard Wednesday, where we take you on a little bit of a journey. We're dealing with a lady we chatted with last season, JC Blanding of Provocative Fitness, an institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is very near and dear to my heart. But we're actually talking kids today. Ariel Sky Kids. I don't like calling children kids, but you know, Ariel Sky Kids.
Ariel Sky
so
Kids.
We're actually gonna take a little walk through Woodbrook.
Right.
And end up at the Provocative Fitness Studio, and you'll see what she's been up to.
Nice.
And then we wrap it up with our spoken word spotlight. We've got Zakiya.
Zakiya Gill is back?
Yes, she is in the mix.
Zakiya Gill is back.
So, yes.
She almost moved us to
Tears last time.
The first time around. Let's see what she has up for us this time around. Thank you very much, Abiyo Jackson. That's what's coming up inside our cup today. Good to see the fine folk at Kiss Sandwichology. We take a short break on A Cup of Joe. We'll be right back.
What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright.
I wish we can reverse the hands of time and reimburse every woman that paid her dues to society with her dignity and spend change on those with a...
You could make some Trini favorites any day with Rani flatbread. You give some tomatoes a roast, cook in oil and seasoning, 5 minutes at most. Give Rani a light toast, fill with choker, and be an epic host.
Now that's a Rani good idea.
One morning, Peter walked out to find every flower that he never stopped to notice, every sunrise that he never watched, every football match he forgot to play with his son, and arrived at a cafe to find every conversation he never had with his father. And it was only then that Peter finally decided to wake up. Wake up to life. Nescafe. Nestle. Good food, good life.
We're the one who's always there to help you all of the way.
Systems that work for you as you live life each day. We're the one who makes it easier to
We give personal attention, so make us your selection.
Alright, we're back. Wonderful Wednesday here at A Cup of Joe, and we are about to share a cup with a young, talented gentleman that is now taking the music world by storm. His name is Neval Chatelal. You may know him as the Digicel Rising Star champion of a few years ago. But since then, a lot has changed in his life. He literally has taken over the music world. And I'm about to share a cup with him, find out what he's been up to and what he has upcoming, and really just get to know him a little bit. Thanks so much for being here with us, Neval.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show, Joel.
Digicel Rising Stars changed your life, hasn't it?
Yes, that's
It
right.
did.
I actually was able to leave my job at Caribbean Airlines. I used to be a calibration technician.
Right.
We used to performance check equipment for the aircraft.
Right.
Because much people don't know what a calibration technician does.
Right.
And
what do they do?
Oh, we performance test much of the equipment that they use on the aircraft,
Right.
to make sure that the aircraft is within specifications for flight, proper flight.
Right. So,
So,
if that is not in proper
Then the aircraft is grounded.
Right.
So I used
Can't
to work
fly.
in the lab at Caribbean Airlines.
Right.
And soon after Digicel Rising Stars, so many bookings kept coming in that I had to leave the job to be able to honor those bookings and the commitments outside of my job. And I was finally able to sustain myself doing the thing I love best, music.
Exactly, wonderful. No, so in other words, when after Digicel Rising Stars and the success you had there, you left your job not taking much of a risk because there was work coming. You saw
Consistent
the future
work throughout the year.
Yeah. That was excellent. Tell me about Digicel Rising Stars and the experience, though. I mean,
it was kind of grueling, actually.
Yeah.
I was actually encouraged by some friends of mine to audition for the show. And they kind of set me up because they told me they were all going to show up for the audition, and they didn't. And I was the only one who showed on the day. And I made it through the audition process, made it through to the first round, and then was kicked off the show because I wasn't voted back in. And then the judges decided that they would bring me back as a wild card. And then subsequently, I kept performing every week and winning the votes to stay in the show.
Right.
And then it was down to the final week between myself and Ruan Cabrales, who was an excellent performer.
Yeah.
And we became really good friends throughout the entire process. And it didn't matter at that stage who won between myself and Ruan, because we both felt that we took this journey together. And we accomplished so much and grew so much as artists.
The interesting decision that I looked and checked when I checked out your background after leaving Caribbean Airlines, because you're a, what are you? A
calibration technician.
That's what you are. And then you went now and decided to pursue a degree, an associate degree in performing arts.
That's right. It was always my dream to study music at the professional level. And when UTT started this program, the artist diploma, they also had a degree program, but the degree was full-time, and I didn't have the schedule didn't allow me to pursue full-time studies in music. So the artist diploma was just the right program. However, it was centered around Western classical music, which I had started off in when I was about 11 years old. But then I dropped out of the classical music scene. But when I started the academy, I was forced into this environment where operatic music took over again. And I had to jump into all these big arias. And a year after study at UTT, my teacher kind of encouraged me to enter the biennial music festival. And I won the tenor solo category, singing an ancient Italian operatic aria.
You mentioned 11 years old a short while ago, which means that you've been singing
since I was about 6 years old.
You always knew that you had a voice.
Yeah, I think I came out of the womb singing.
You're serious?
Yeah.
So Digital Rising Stars, at that stage of your life when you entered that competition, did you have anything in mind at that point in time in terms of taking your singing career to another level, or this was just all for the fun?
It was all for the fun of it.
All for the fun
because
of it?
Before I had entered Children of Mastana, where I met KI for the first time, and I placed second in 1995. And then subsequent to that, I entered the adult version of Mastana Bahar and sang and played sitar and won the adult competition. And then I dropped off the music scene again because I was focusing on my career at Caribbean Airlines, which I started.
Calibration. Serious work.
Serious work. It's no joke. Many lives were at stake, right?
And then from that? And
then when I realized that I could actually have a career in music, I decided, well, I'm going to do what I love the most, sing.
So it really came about. You never really pursued it until it hit you in the face.
Until, it took me.
Interesting. And you do, I'm hearing you talking about all the genres of music. And you do classical.
Indian classical, Western classical, pop, hip-hop, R&B, a little bit of world music also.
And
I dabble in some instruments like piano and tabla and sitar, ethnic instruments mostly.
That's, how should I put it? That's unique.
I guess.
It's not mainstream music. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's right.
Why? So are you now making a name for yourself along those lines?
I've always been attracted to music, but the abstract type of music. The music that expresses itself not through literal means, but through inferred means. So even my personality tends to be kind of abstract and enigmatic at times, and people say they can't figure me out. So I guess your music expresses who you are at the depths of your soul, and it shows in whatever you sing or express. So I've only recently started to bare my soul then to the public. Before I was kind of a reclusive kind of guy, singing in temples and churches and keeping myself in with the sacred, how do you say, the sacred repertoire.
Right.
And it's only recently I started coming out into the public stage and showing myself to another type of audience.
So give me an example of what you consider that type of music.
Abstract music?
Abstract music, yeah. Give me a quick example.
Let me just get my phone real quick.
Yeah.
Indian classical music tends to paint notes on a canvas called tanpura.
Okay.
The tanpura is a drone. I don't know if...
Are we getting that?
Are you picking this up?
Yeah. Yeah, they're picking that up, yeah.
So,
okay.
Indian classical music is made up of different modes.
Right.
So an emotion is connected to the mode of music. So this mood that I'll create with this mode of music is one that is going to be something that is a little scary, but also compassionate at the same time. It's complex.
Yes, go ahead.
So it sounds something like this.
Why did I understand what you just said?
Yeah.
that is,
Yes.
yeah. So,
I see some tears.
yeah. That just, you, without words,
Yeah.
you express so much there.
That's right. It's all abstract, but so emotional.
That's a type of music.
It's called raga, and raga means color. So what it does is color the mind of the listener. So I took some fearsome moments, tones,
yes.
and then some compassionate ones. And when the compassionate ones came, I saw that the tears were coming in my eyes. Oh my God, let's get a drink.
Neval, Chatelal, we take a short break. We're coming right back. We're sharing a cup with a young, talented son of the soil here. We're coming right back here on a cup of Joe.
Oh man.
Ooh, that was impressive. Eh?
Maria's jeans, with her since college. Sarah's dress, always her best party mate. Laura and her blouse, friends through 2 kids. Want to keep fitting into your clothes? Try Fitness. Delicious crunchy flakes made with whole grain, which can help you maintain your figure. Fitness, keep on zipping.
Hello there. I'm sure you recognize him, but you may not know me. I'm Mr. Peanut's stunt double. I used to go by Mr. Peanut Butter, but somebody thought I was infringing on his trademark. So now I have to go by Doug. Peanut Butter Doug. Roll it!
Action! Cut! Action! Cut!
Amazing stuff. You paying attention over there? That's called acting. That's what separates the real actors. I'm okay. Introducing Planters Peanut Butter. Naturally remarkable.
So I just learned that there's a type of music called abstract music, without words. Fantastic stuff that we just witnessed from Neval Chatelal. We're sharing a cup with him this morning on a cup of Joe. Young artist that his life was basically changed when he won Digital Rising Star, but he's been singing since the age of 6. You have sung for state visits.
That's right.
You've opened for John Legend.
Yes.
You collaborated with Marshall Montano. That's like a wide spectrum of
right.
of things that you've done since 2011 to now.
2010, I think.
Yeah,
Rising
2010
Stars.
to now. That's a way.
Yeah.
So tell me about that. As I said, you've spread the gamut into the things you've done as a young artist. That must be an amazing achievement. You're living your dream.
That's right. It's been an exciting ride, and I've never seen myself as restricted to one genre of music. And I thank God every day for the opportunity that people don't seem to tend to stereotype me as an Indian classical singer or Western classical singer. They tend to see me as a musician.
Right.
And I think every musician has the responsibility not only to develop his instrument, but develop his music and to share that music in a real way. And when I sing, I want to share truth through my music. And the first song that I actually published, that I wrote, was one that I wrote when I was feeling a huge sense of national pride building around the time of our 50th
anniversary
of independence.
Yes.
And it was also around the same time Mr. Montano saw me, heard me singing at Woodford Cafe. And he was like, bro, let me do a song about...
Yeah. he's a Neval, let me do a song now, boy.
I see you on TV. You're singing all over the place. Yeah, come to me with no music or nothing, boy. Send something to me, man. So I was like, all right. And I was scared of
stop. So Marshall Montano approaches Neval Chatelal.
Yeah.
I
was scared out of my wits, man. I didn't know what to do. I was like, peace. Peace and love. And he realized I was kind of scared, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, if you love what you're doing, Neval, you won't be scared. So I was like, all right, bro. Look my number and look my email.
Yeah.
Send me something.
And you sent him something?
So I sent him something like, a year after? That was, okay, he met me in 2011 and it was a year after I sent him something.
Yeah.
And I was actually at home and thinking about all the marvels we have in Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah.
The Pitch Lake, all the amazing buildings around the place, the flora, the fauna, most of all the people, and the resilience of our people, no? And the heart of our people. And I was thinking to myself, the people is the thing that makes up
who we are.
The beauty of our country is its people. And we actually make up the wonders of this world. So the lyric came, I believe that you and me, we are the wonders of this world. I believe that is all of we that make up the wonders of my country, Trinidad and Tobago. And then I started thinking about, if I were to invite people to my country, what would I say to them? And the lyrics came, come let me take you to a place where every step I take. Come let me take you to a place where every step I take. The earth rejoices as the drums of every nation plays their rhythm up into the air. Keep time as people everywhere, all join together, living in harmony. And then I wanted to speak about the effect that our national instrument has on us.
Yeah.
And when you hear that sweet pan playing from inside, just put your hands up and declare it to the sky. I believe you and me, we are the wonders of this world.
Yeah, that was a beautiful written track, a beautiful track. I want to get from you why, because I'm sensing from you, first time I'm meeting you and speaking with you, and you wanted to be a musician.
Yes.
You did not just want to be an artist.
That's
or,
right.
And I hope I'm reading you correctly. So it wasn't for you just getting involved in soca or chutney. That wasn't. No. That wasn't what it was about for you.
I just wanted to create music from my heart, and whoever is affected by it, well, then my work is done. If one person is affected by it, and I can move one person with my music, well, then my work is done.
But Neval, that's not the reality, because the reality is that you left your calibrating job.
So more than one person was moved, right?
So you did not jump on what seems to be the easy bandwagon of making a money and eating a food of soca and chutney and winning $1 million here and winning. You did not do that.
Yeah.
Why? How? Tell me.
Because again, music to me was first approached from the angle of it being sacred, and music serving its highest purpose when it unites people and unites people with God. So I wanted to take that same feeling into pop culture when I sing. Of course, I have some songs where they express other things, secular stuff, right?
Secular stuff,
which I haven't released yet, and I intend to release.
Okay.
But first and foremost, music served its purpose of uniting me with people and with God. So I wanted to express that in my first song, at least.
And you're doing original compositions.
That's right.
You're doing some of those original compositions you're doing.
Yes.
Outside of Wonders of the World.
Yes.
Tell me about them.
So I'm exploring some music with Trinidad James, the rapper.
Yeah, I read that and I jumped as well. So I said, this guy is doing everything and with everybody. Because I'm thinking Trinidad James of what little I know of him.
He's actually a very deep guy.
But I'm saying,
you would not believe.
You see people laughing when you say he's a deep guy.
Serious.
Why is people laughing at the fact
on the surface, and what he presented to the public was just for commercial value.
Right.
But he's a real deep, sensitive rapper.
I am not seeing the collaboration. I'm trying to see Neval, Chatelal, and Trinidad James. I'm not seeing it. Help me see it.
You see, you can't talk about music, right? It's like trying to dance about architecture.
Oh!
So you'll have to just wait until that song comes
Right.
out.
When is that
and
expected
it
to
hits
hit?
you.
When is that?
Well, right now he just left his label, or his label kind of excommunicated him.
Okay.
For good reason though,
Mm-hmm.
because they were kind of holding him back, putting some shackles on him.
Okay.
So we actually wrote a song about taking the shackles off the body.
Right.
It's a reggae composition.
Okay.
And we recorded it at Mill Beats. And soon.
Soon. When that song hits, we're gonna have you back.
Please.
I want to feel that song. I want to see that song.
I'll grow out my dreads by then.
Yeah. where are you from? In terms of where you grew up in Trinidad?
I grew up in central Trinidad.
Central Trinidad.
But I was mostly spending my time at my grandparents'
Right.
in Aruca in the east.
Mm-hmm.
And I currently live there. My grandparents passed away and I live in my grandparents' home right now.
Right.
So I love the east.
Yeah.
And I love central. And I love south. I love Trinidad.
Right. Future is bright, Neval. I mean, you just looking. How old are you now?
Old enough to have loved and lost.
You've loved and lost already?
Yes.
Yeah.
And love again, I shall.
You're in your what? Your mid-20s?
It looks that way.
It looks that way? Well, you look like 18, huh?
Oh, sometimes if I cut my hair and dye it, I look like 12, right?
So the future is bright. Tell me what's in your future when Neval Chatelal looks down the road. What do you see for yourself?
A nice wife, 2 kids. And
Settling down?
Yeah.
And music.
And music.
You can get all of that under one umbrella?
I hope to. You know, artists have these problems, right? Dealing with reality and the dream world.
Yeah.
I dream a lot. I stay in the dream world a lot. So I just need to, start focusing more on reality and working and trying to blend the 2 worlds.
Right. I want you to do a piece for us to go out. We're going to show a little bit of the wonderful work you did with Marshall
Right,
Montano.
right.
But I want you to take us out with something beautiful.
All right.
Yeah?
Shall I get my phone?
Obviously, you work with that phone.
You like that John Legend song? That All of Me?
I do. I actually do. One of my favorite songs now.
Where is that?
Technology is a hell of a thing.
Technology,
Folks. Yeah.
yeah. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you.
Neval Chatelal, such a pleasure speaking with you and sharing a cup with you this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Quattro Musica. That's the band you're part of.
One of the bands that
One
I'm
of the
part of.
and they have a big concert coming up later.
We have a big concert coming up on September 24th.
September 24th.
At Central Bank Auditorium.
At Central Bank Auditorium. Yes. Looking forward to it. I think I'll pop by. I'll pop by. Thank you very much. Neval Chatelal, who was from Digital Rising Star to one of the biggest young stars in TNT at this point in time. We take a short break here on A Cup of Joe. We coming right back.
I believe you and me, we are the wonders of this world. I believe it's all our dreams that make up the wonders of my country. Trinidad and Tobago, sing aye aye yo, sing aye
Did you know that Rani flatbread is great for a spur-of-the-moment meal? Cut a Rani into any shape you please. Add tomato sauce, top with chicken and Parmesan cheese. Bake at 230 degrees. Take out and enjoy with ease.
Now that's a Rani good idea.
They are best friends. They share everything. Experiences, moments, and adventures. They're always together. Protect them with Clim 1 Plus from Nestle. It's the only growing up milk with Prebio 1 to help protect them from gastrointestinal diseases. Your instinct is to love and protect him. Clim will do the same. Nestle, good food, good life.
Yeah, that's right. As I told you at the top of the show, the reason I'm dressed like this today and have this piece of contraption in my hand is because nutrition now with Nestle, it's time to get physical. Chanel Melez Aparicio has rejoined us on set. I got the name correct.
Yes, correct,
After all the
you
weeks.
make me laugh.
new look Chanel as well.
Yes, it's my natural hair.
You're all natural.
All natural.
So now we're talking physical activity. And you have a host of brands that we're going to get into.
Yes.
You have me dressed for physical activity.
Physical activity.
This may sound very as a question that is obvious, but why physical activity?
Okay, so we had a campaign, and we still have the campaign running, called Take a High Five for Life, where Nestle encouraged consumers to lead a healthy lifestyle. And one of the aspects we look at is being active, being physically active. We realize our consumers don't exercise, they don't have time for exercise, they lead a sedentary lifestyle. So most of the times they sit, they're in front of the TV, there's no families going out and exercising, playing sports, and because of sedentary lifestyles, we've realized different NCDs, diabetes, hypertension, high cholesterol, and central obesity, and also as well overweight. So with physical activity, it's so important, not only just to look good, but also to feel good. It helps to release stress, right? Also physical activity helps to reduce the NCDs we just talked about. It also helps you to burn fat, which is the bad fat that leads to these particular diseases. It keeps you flexible, keeps you alert, you're overall a better person.
So yeah, because a lot of people think that, like especially around Carnival, coming close to Carnival time, everybody is exercising. But it's really more about just looking good and getting fit. It's about a healthy lifestyle as well.
Healthy lifestyle through the entire year, not just for Carnival. Right? And also we want the consumers to remember, not just going to the gym. There are things you could do instead of taking the elevator, you can take the stairs. Right? Things like taking the kids to the park, walking the dog, right? Mowing your lawn. All these help you to burn. So not just going to the gym, but things like long time ago, I remember skipping. In school, we used to skip. We used to play hopscotch. There was always activity.
And that has decreased a bit because of the type of our lifestyles.
But I realized that the NGOs, Ministry of Health and Nestle, different NGOs as well, we partner, and the health fairs that we have, they always include physical activity. So I'm now seeing that they have so many things happening for kids too as well. So they're trying to encourage them to exercise.
Right. Let's get into some tips, because I think we have a lot of time. We have a lot to get in, and I don't want to leave out anything. So let's check out our first tip. Children should get a minimum of 60 minutes of moderate to intense physical activity each day to ensure healthy development.
Yes.
60 minutes.
60 minutes. So any form of activity keeps them going.
Right.
You count that within the 60 minutes. So it could be riding a bike, it could be skipping, it could be taking a walk, it could be bathing the dog, different things to get physical.
So it's important that parents let
encourage,
children
let them, take them away from the television and the video games, and get them outside more.
Nice. Tip 2, adults now we're dealing with adults should get a minimum of 30 minutes 5 times a week. 5 times a week, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. It's not hard to accomplish. When we talk about moderate exercise, not all the time you could go to the gym, Joel, as we talked before. find some way to do a bit of physical. 30 minutes flies so fast.
Yeah, it does.
And you should know that.
But when you exercise, it's taking long. You're watching me.
It's a hurry up 30 minutes.
All right, but 30 minutes 5 times a week. And that's any time in the day? Or
Any time in the day. It could be in the morning, it could be the evening. But however, though, first thing in the morning, exercise, you always burn more calories.
Right, yeah.
Right, so your metabolic rate is faster.
Yeah.
So you tend to lose the weight faster and keep in shape faster.
Right, all right, good. Tip 3, reduce the amount of time spent watching television, surfing the web, chatting, and playing video games. Instead, do more outdoor activities. Yeah.
I think, Joel, if we don't have control, I think we need to put time management to these activities.
Yeah.
Because time, when you're having a good time, chatting with your friends, hours pass, and then you say, Chatelal, I don't have time to exercise.
Yeah.
But we really need to see how we spend our time during the day.
Yeah, so time management where
Yes.
some of the things that we do for relaxation and pleasure takes up.
Physical activity.
All right. Nutrition tip 4, physical activity can be simple and favorites, such as a favorite sport to enjoy. For example, cricket, football, skipping, dancing. Good. About dancing is a sport, you know that?
I told you.
Okay. Dancing and tennis.
Yes. I want the consumers and you too as well. Cricket. Football. We used to have family limes where we go to the park and we just have a good time and physical activity, and we have seen that because of stress, long hours of work, that is a bit dwindling. So we're trying for the consumers to get back into that.
Right. That's important. Nestle is celebrating 100 years this year, and a lot of big stuff, especially in terms of this drive for health and wellness and physical activity. Some big stuff is in the making this year.
Yes, it's in the making. Yeah. And one of these things, and a few things that we try to incorporate into a healthy lifestyle, our brands and our products, because we want to make sure that our consumers are happy. We want to make sure that their needs are met. And in terms of physical activity, we have our brand, which is Supplegen. We have a range of different flavors and stuff, which are the Supplegen. It's our high-calorie beverage. However, it's geared towards consumers who are physically active.
High calories, but
high calories.
You have to be active.
You have to be active because there are different vitamins and minerals and nutrients that give you that energy throughout the day. So we have our Supplegen. We have them in different sizes, different brands. I encourage our consumers and yourself to taste too as well. This one is our peanut flavor. We have our malt. We have our chocolate flavor, and this is our vanilla. And this is our strawberry vanilla.
Oh, so they come in different boxes.
Different boxes,
packaging as well.
Packages as well, sizes. Remember the last session we had on portion control?
Right.
So we're working on terms of our brands
this
too
is
as well.
Too much supplement to have all at once.
Well, all at once.
Yes.
This serves four. Joel, 4 servings.
That's 4 servings.
Different times of the day, and it's according to your physical activity. All right. So one glass, 250 ml.
250 ml. This here is a lovely water bottle.
Yes, compliments of our Svelty. Remember, we went through our Svelty range of our skim milks.
Right.
So our Svelty brands has sent you equipment.
This and me equipment?
Yeah, equipment to gear you up.
This is what all of this is here?
Routine. So we have our Svelty rag.
Yes.
So when you burn fat and sweat, that's it.
I'm sweating already.
We have our Nestle Fitness too as well.
Right.
And then we have our Nescafe brand also contributed to a jersey.
So this is for me to wear when?
To exercise.
Oh, when I'm exercising?
Yes. So I want to see you around the savannah, when you're at the gym, take the family and go.
Very well.
All right. And also you have your Svelty gym bag, no excuses, Joel. And last not least, Orchard.
Why are you putting me on the spot like that?
I'm putting you on the spot. Orchard, we have our umbrella. So when rain is
Where's the
falling,
umbrella? Yes, all the umbrellas here.
When rain is falling, go and take a walk. There's no excuse, no sleeping.
So when rain falling, I gotta go
cuddling under the bed. Right? No excuse, Joel. So we
even when rain falling?
Yes, even when rain falling.
Oh my goodness.
And then also there's a little gadget that Svelty gave you too as well.
I have it somewhere.
It's called a pedometer.
Yes, where is it?
You love it so much it disappeared.
It disappeared. But it's a pedometer.
Yeah, a pedometer, and it actually measures your steps.
Right.
How much steps you made for the day.
And that really just kind of guides you as to...
If it is you're leading a sedentary lifestyle.
How many steps a day you should be making?
10,000.
10,000 steps?
Per day.
And so it kind of tells you if you need to step up.
Yes, it's easy to accumulate. For example, you park your car further from where the office is, so you take a walk, you take the stairs instead of the elevator, these different things, right? You hang clothes out of the line, Joel, and I hope you do these things. So instead of using the dryer, you walk outside, so it'll increase your steps. Right?
All those things. Right? You think about everything, don't you?
And our brand too as well, our Milo brand. Right?
Grew up on Milo, man.
Yes, grew up on Milo. It has something called Actogen E. The Actogen E is vitamins and minerals, mostly B vitamins, which feed on your food to give you energy.
Right.
So long-lasting energy throughout your workouts, your exercise and stuff. So really good stuff that Nestle is doing.
Right, great. So, physical activity, you're taking me through everything. Physical activity, we kind of went through portion control already.
Yes, we did.
We did
Eating
hydration, healthy. All these components, really, if you put them together, I suppose,
it would assist
in living a healthy lifestyle.
Right? And simple steps that you use.
Yeah. Shauna, thank you so much.
No problem.
You're back next week.
Yes,
You're back next week with another bit of advice and help for us here on A Cup of Joe. Thanking Chatelal and, of course, our fine folks at Nestle for bringing you nutrition now every Wednesday here on A Cup of Joe. We're coming right back. Stay with us. Don't move.
Maria's jeans, with her since college. Sarah's dress, always her best party mate. Laura and her blouse, friends through 2 kids. Want to keep fitting into your clothes? Try Fitness. Delicious crunchy flakes made with whole grain, which can help you maintain your figure. Fitness, keep on zipping.
Hello there. I'm sure you recognize him, but you may not know me. I'm Mr. Peanut's stunt double. I used to go by Mr. Peanut Butter, but somebody thought I was infringing on his trademark. So now I have to go by Doug. Peanut Butter Doug. Roll it!
Action! Cut! Action! Cut!
Amazing stuff. You paying attention over there? That's called acting. That's what separates the real actors. I'm okay. Introducing Planters Peanut Butter. Naturally remarkable.
Hey, so welcome back. Yes, we are on the road for this Wildcard Wednesdays. We are at Provocative Fitness. You would remember in our first season, we had JC Blandon on. She had me on a pole doing all sorts of stuff. We are now at her studio in Woodbrook on a Fifth Street, where we're going to talk about JC with a junior arm of her company, Provocative Fitness, which is known, JC, as Ariel Sky Kids. So it's for the children.
Yes, it's an Ariel program.
Yeah.
The adult company, we do Ariel, but the reality is it takes a lot of strength and flexibility, and the children are strong, and they're a lot more flexible and pliable than adults.
Right.
So later on, I think we're able to show a little demo of what they can do.
Yeah.
But yes, we do have a junior company, Ariel Sky Kids. They're online, arielskykids.com.
Right. So Ariel Sky Kids literally is what we see
Cirque du Soleil. It's a typical
the bands falling from the ceiling.
Aerial silks,
Aerial silks,
yes. Aerial silks and aerial hoop. That's what we do specifically at this studio. But it's so much more than that. We do gymnastics training. We do dance, hip hop. So what we are actually, Ariel Sky Kids, is an elite training and performing company for children.
Right. So it actually can gear the young ones to actually get involved in gymnastics or dance or anything along that line.
Not just in get involved in, but that's what we do here. And let me tell you, one of the things that has motivated me, you know, we look at TV, we see things that are done internationally. You look at, I have to talk about this. We look at Abby Lee Miller and what she has done with her kids in Dance Moms.
That's a crazy mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but again, the children, they push, and children are very, very strong. And whatever you give them to do, they will do, and they will do it well. So you want to start children from young, and once they are exposed and they know this is what they do deliver. So that's why we had to have a children's program.
What has been your experience in terms of acceptance and parents bringing their children?
Yes. We every now and again we take our rig, because we have an aerial rig that we can transport, and we do little demos and stuff in different parts. People see us in parks. Not too long ago there was the TNT Arts Festival right to the park. And the response was phenomenal. And therefore we had a summer camp where, and this is some of the children from the camp, they came and they're doing really well. at the end of every camp, each camp is just 1 week long, but an intense week, 8 hours of training. And they performed for the parents, and the parents had no idea that their children could learn so much in such a short space of time. It was intense, but when they performed, the parents loved what they saw from their children.
No, the holidays are over.
Yes.
We're into the school term.
The school term, yes.
Tell me how now you want parents to
oh yeah,
to keep
they've got to
bringing their
continue.
kids?
Yes. We have 2 programs. We have an after school program where children we have classes from 3 to 4 and 3 to 5:55 and 4 to 4:55.
Right.
Not as intense as during the summer,
Right.
just because it's only 55 minutes per class. We're also doing a schools program where schools in and around Port of Spain during the day can bring their children and they can be exposed to this art form because it's something, it's like a little circus,
Right.
and it's something that, I mean, growing up, we were always told that your mind is active, yes, but your body has to be as well, because there's a positive correlation. Once your body is active, it helps with your schoolwork and so on. So we want to bring that to schools in the area in and around Port of Spain, like I said, and they can come and do some training.
Excellent. So you're also reaching out to the schools as well, outside of
yes.
private parents bringing their children.
Exactly.
So schools can bring what? Classrooms? How
The maximum we can take is 12.
12, right.
So we can only take a group of 12 because we've got 2 instructors, Shade Ellis and myself. We're the 2 main instructors.
Right.
We do have gymnastics instructors that do belong to our program because we are in fact members of the Trinidad and Tobago Gymnastics Association.
Oh, you're part of the
We are part of the association, yes.
Right.
So we intertwine, you know, and to raise the caliber of what we offer here.
Right.
So,
and one of the things I just wanted to get, I remember when we spoke in the first season, you said that Provocative Fitness is a girls' women only club.
Yes.
I'm only
it's
seeing
female
girls.
only.
So boys
they are allowed.
interested
They can. And a lot of parents just assume that, oh, if this is thing, it's for girls.
Right.
One of the girls, her brother came to the show because we do a show every week, and he was like, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
So we want more boys to come. They are.
Boys are welcome.
And boys are usually a little stronger than girls, so they probably will not as flexible.
But boys are usually strong. Usually?
Yes. Yes. I say some of these little girls are strong. Actually, if we have time, can I have Shade demonstrate, have one of the children demonstrate?
Well, we'll have a full demonstration.
Okay.
Let's do a full demonstration and check it out. So of course, you can be found on 10 Fitz Street
in Woodbrook.
Yes. And of course, children.
And they definitely,
parents
I encourage parents to check us out thoroughly. So our website is arielskykids.com.
Right.
And from the website, there's a link to our Facebook fan page, which is facebook.com/arielskykids. And that way they can look and see the different things we do. We have tons of pictures. We have videos of some of the things we've accomplished in the short space of time that we've been around. So yeah, check us out, and it's great for the children.
Right, great.
You know, so.
Right. JC, thanks so much. So that's a Provocative Fitness. They have a little cool sister by the name of Ariel Sky Kids, and of course, it's all about young kids getting involved. We just heard from in our Nestle Nutrition Now segment that children also need to be active, and this is just a fantastic way for kids to be interactive and active at all times, and this is just a fun way that JC Blandon and her team at Provocative Fitness is doing it. We're going to check out now a full performance by a group of kids, a group of girls that has prepared a performance for us. Let's check it out.
One morning, Peter walked out to find every flower that he never stopped to notice, every sunrise that he never watched, every football match he forgot to play with his son, and arrived at a cafe to find every conversation he never had with his father. And it was only then that Peter finally decided to wake up. Wake up to life. Nescafe. Nestle. Good food, good life.
There's really one bank you can depend on. One bank that leads the way. Technology and systems separate us from the rest. Republic gives only the best to you. We get personal attention, so explain for your inspection.
Welcome back, folks. Time to wrap up the show on this Wild Card Wednesday. It's been fun.
I realize you're still pumped.
I'm still pumped. I'm still ready. But we're closing off the show on that thought-provoking, serious note. As usual, this season we have another spoken word artist.
There we go.
Here with us. She's making a
I've been
return.
training him.
Yeah.
I've been training him.
Zakiya.
She's gonna be on my side. She's gonna be on my side. Woman power. Woman power.
Zakiya Gill is back with us. She did a very powerful piece the first time. I'm looking forward to see what she has up her sleeve.
This week.
Yeah.
And it is a woman power kind of week. We had
Yeah.
Chatelal on Monday, we have Zakiya today, and they both have very, very interesting voices in their own ways.
In their own ways.
So yes.
I don't. Sometimes you watch me so weirdly when they spoken word spotlight.
Because I get impassioned.
Okay.
And I know the kind of passion and energy that
Yes.
Zakiya puts into her work as well,
does.
which makes me excited.
She does. She almost brought us to tears. I remember
last
the
time.
first
So-
time. So yeah, let's see what she has in store for us today.
All
Stage
right.
is yours, ma'am.
I pray one day that this Gene and Dinah ideology would cease. As since 1956, we have had that song on repeat. I wish we can reverse the hands of time and reimburse every woman that paid her dues to society with her dignity. And spend change on those with a sexist mindset that the objectification of a woman's sexuality is just another form of entertainment. But what happens to her mental stability when these flashbulbs begin to burn out her iris and her pride is at risk? She begins to feel like she's falling from grace. What a disgrace. Her feelings dismissed. He is boxing her in and labeling her repulsive, forgetting the real worth of the price as he remained indecisive. There he goes again, placing bruises on her face, picking at her petal now. She is gone without a trace, living with a pain that not even with an eternity to get it right time will ever be able to replace. So welcome to real life, where they serve her a plate of hot lies and a cold glass of fake sacrifice on the side, convincing her that she needs to expose more than her soul to the globe in order to feel love. So we snub any woman that exhibits any form of common sense or intelligence, but we glorifying those who live a life of promiscuity, who promote vulgarity, but by whom standards do we determine sexy? I believe this whole world has gotten crazy, and I dislike being the antagonist, but I feel agony in my heart every time they use a strong-minded woman as a bad example for a lady.
I promise you I didn't plan it.
I
promise you I did not plan it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, with Think Like a Lady, Act Like a Hoe, starting tomorrow at Central Bank. This is here Baby Jackson Productions. We have Zakiya Gill doing a very... Vibes.
A vibesy piece. Very vibesy piece. No, but she's absolutely right, Joel. And I mean, even as yes, woman power, fine. But even as, a gentleman, a man, you'd have to admit that there is a lot of truth in what she just said.
No, there is. And the thing about some of these pieces, it's general.
Mm-hmm.
And the reality is that there is a lot of these issues out there.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody would fall under that umbrella.
That's fine.
But yeah, these things need to be said.
Yeah, it needs to be said. We vilify, we tend to vilify any woman that doesn't fit into supposedly the box. You know, long time your grandmother tell you a woman is supposed to be seen and not heard. And as such, women lost their voice. You understand? And things were allowed to happen behind closed doors, and we felt as though we couldn't talk about it.
Because there are men today that still believe that and hold to those.
But apart from that, though, like I personally feel that society places too many unrealistic expectations on women. I mean, as a young lady, now getting into the industry and things like, I feel the pressure to look impressive because I don't want to walk around every single day with makeup on and high heel shoes. Like sometimes I just want to be me and walk naked, and you can't show up to certain events looking a type of way because we're like,
Exactly.
So,
you see?
Image.
Image is everything.
Image conscious.
Image conscious. It's true. It's very, very true. So
Yeah. Hey, well done. Keep speaking. We're not going to have her back this season?
This is her final appearance. But the point is, we've been getting word that, other artists have been interested, so you never know.
We're going to continue the spotlight.
Yes.
This has been born this season and will thrive.
And we never know what other things could spin out of this spoken word spotlight. And we thank all of the members that have been a part of the cast for this season. Thus far. Thank you, Zakiya. We love you a lot. All right. There you have it. Cup of Joe for wonderful Wildcard Wednesday. We did a lot of moving and shaking and breaking of stereotypes today. So before we go, of course, we want to say thank you so much to the wonderful folks at Drink, Lounge and Bistro, as well as Amanda of Faces of Bella Rouge, for continuing to allow us to look fabulous, branded for our Cup of Joe paraphernalia. If you want to get in contact with us,
you can check us out at Facebook and Twitter, Cup of Joe TT, as well as if you want to drop us an email, acupofjoett@gmail.com. Let me just remind folks, of course, if you missed us in the daytime, you can check us out anytime on our YouTube channel. Just search Villa Info Production Studio, or just search Cup of Joe on YouTube, and you should pick up with all our episodes in Season 2. We're also backtracking some episodes from Season 1.
That's right.
So you can get our Season 1 episodes as well. All right?
Alrighty.
That's about it. Zakiya, hope to have you back next season before you don't stay away from us.
Yes, keep in contact.
Keep in contact with us. All right. And we'll take a wrap here on a Cup of Joe. Whatever is inside your cup, folks, just don't overdo, but enjoy what's inside your cup. We'll see you right back here on Friday for another episode of Cup.